am Sharon McCoy.
And I am Bill McCoy. How would I describe our family? I'd say that we are 4 human individuals, all very strong individuals who have chosen to be good to each other, for the most part.
I would describe our family as being warm. We love one another dearly. We have a wicked sense of humor. We can be slightly sarcastic. And we see the joy in life. Our nuclear family consists of Bill, Sharon, our son Gavin, and our daughter Amanda.
Who now lives in Florida, but who is still umbilically connected to us. And we won't even begin to get into the dogs and cats,
who you may or may not be seeing roaming through
these shots. Or probably more likely hearing. We have been married for 30 years, 30 and a half, and we have known each other for 34. So more than a third of a century. So, describe me.
Okay.
I think she just threw up in her mouth a little.
No, not at all. I would describe my husband as a loving, incredibly intelligent individual, slightly short on common sense, but with a wonderful sense of humor and very patient. I've been trying to give him gray hair for years. Look at his hair. Okay. And how would you describe me, honey bunny?
Sharon is she is the most social antisocial person I know. In other words, she keeps talking about how antisocial she is, but people love her. She too is very funny. She is a quite excellent cook. That's not a character trait, but it is a talent that's worth mentioning. She cares very deeply about people. She cares very deeply about what the things that she believes are right. And, she also is a very loving, warm, generous person.
We met at a work function. I am a public relations consultant. At that time, I was working at a PR agency in New York, and we were organizing a media event at a local hotel. And this individual came through.
Sign here, please.
He was at that time a journalist, and so of course he was invited at the event, and we met there at the event.
Actually, I will add a little bit of detail to this story. I was working for a travel magazine whose editor was an older gentleman who was kind of a well-known lecher. And shortly after I was introduced to Sharon, she called me aside and said, I need you to tell me whether I've done something really terrible. I think I did. Your boss cornered me and literally would not let me get away until I had given him my phone number. So I gave him a phony number just to get away from him. Did I do a bad thing? And I said, no, you did a very smart thing. And that kind of created an instant bond between us because we both disliked the same person.
Of course, I never got any coverage for that, any clients from this person after that, but hey, what the heck. Anyway,
As I said, you believe in doing the right thing.
absolutely. Food shopping. But not just food shopping at a supermarket, but going to a wonderful deli or going to the Italian market or going someplace and picking up the makings of a wonderful meal.
And actually, my answer would be similar, but even a little simpler. Pretty much anything having to do with good food.
Yeah. Why don't you go first?
Now, Gavin, don't take this the wrong way. But I think my favorite memory was the night and morning that our first child was born. Just because it had never happened before. We were like, by the time you were born, we were pros.
Oh, no, I don't think so, but okay.
Well, anyway.
We came off as pros.
Exactly.
Even though you might have had a diaper on your head for a while, but don't worry.
But, you know, it was because it was in a lot of ways, it was more emotional than our wedding day because, you know, you go from being a couple to a family and that's huge.
Yeah.
And I mean, my favorite moment from that was probably the funniest moment, which was when Sharon was in labor and experiencing a fair bit of pain. And I tried to help her by reminding her of the breathing exercises that we learned together when we took Lamaze class. And as I was trying to remind her of the breathing, she kind of grabbed me by the collar and pulled me close to her and said, I know you're trying to help.
He stopped.
That was the end of the breathing lesson.
He stopped breathing.
That was the end of the breathing lesson. And that was just it was also a very, that was a much more dramatic birth. I mean, you, Gavin, were easy, problem-free. You were as smooth as you are today.
There you go. I would say my favorite memory of Bill would be, and it's an odd one, it was his generosity towards my mom and dad. And Dad had come down to visit us, and he wasn't well. And he was ill and ended up being admitted into Princeton Hospital. And your dad drove mother, my mother, or your grandmother, and your grandfather back to Connecticut. And it was the kindness that he showed to these two slightly nervous, very nervous. My grandma was, I think, scared out of her mind that she was going to lose someone that she loved dearly, namely her husband. And I think your poor grandfather just wanted to be left alone and just wanted to sleep because he was in the hospital.
He was in a lot of pain.
And it was the kindness of your dad driving them up to Connecticut in their car. So it wasn't even his car that he was familiar with, and getting them settled up in their house. Um, that's a favorite memory, something that I think is very near and dear to me. Oh, tips on young couples just starting out. Maintain a sense of humor.
And I would say, when choosing a mate, choose the person you think, not know, choose the person you know is going to make you laugh when you're 80 years old.
Yes.
And
It's over there. That's it. Found your bear. I saw it. Don't touch me. Okay.
okay, you ready?
I guess.
Yeah.
Away we go.
Okay.
It's gonna be invasive questions.
Okay. So, and I was doing good. What do you think of the McCoy family?
Who are you asking? Him or me?
I guess both of you. You know.
Oh, somebody commented on it. I think you guys are really great.
Amanda?
Huh? What do you think? Wait! I like them. They're pretty cool. They're pretty dope, I guess.
On a scale of 1 to dope, how dope are they?
12. So we're double FaceTiming now, apparently. Wait. So right now, this is my brother.
Oh my god.
That's Anthony and Adam.
Hey! I can't see them like within like. Oh.
You could watch Pay My Ride.
Whoa!
We're being interviewed right now.
It's trippy.
I can see your kitchen. That's about it.
That's not my kitchen.
The hallway.
Buddy!
No, that's not Freddie. That's Kelly.
Whoa.
I said, no. Hi, Kelly! Hey, girl, hi!
Chance broke it.
No, they broke it. Because I got FaceTime on my... No!
What's it?
Doing that thing.
Why do you have alarm set? For like.
No, it's not. Hold on. Hold back. You deal with them. So when I get a FaceTime call on my computer, it rings constantly. I'm
That
going to
sounds-
call you back. Hold on.
Okay.